Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's have at least one thing in common, and that is good food, specially made, maybe even particularly delicious. The, the holidays and food just seem to be synonymous. But when you have a chronic disease like COPD, you have a couple of additional concerns that go beyond what someone might have if they're simply trying to manage their weight, for example, or maybe an allergy or something like that. So in this tip to help you breathe better through the holidays, I'm going to simply suggest this: eat well. Eat well. Now, how do I define eating well? Well, I'll give you a couple of parameters to keep in the back of your mind as you are going to your parties. First of all, you want to make sure that you are eating plenty of colors in your diet during the holiday season. So make sure you're getting lots of things like salad with, and particularly dark greens, and but then make sure you're getting other kinds of colored foods like maybe oranges and bell peppers and tomatoes and just a rich variety of colors, blueberries and just a variety of foods, and not just the more tan and brown foods and so forth that tend to be the center of a meal. Like at Thanksgiving, the center might be the turkey, but we want to make sure you're getting lots of color around that to make sure that it's because studies have shown that as you eat more fruits and vegetables, you actually improve your lung function. So lots of colors. Also want you to make sure you're getting lots of hydration. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I grew up with 8 cups a day. Some people will also say now that half your weight in ounces is a good amount of water to be drinking. So find what works and keeps you hydrated. So colors, lots of good water. Avoid your trigger foods. Some foods might be gassy for you. No other way to really say that. So if you feel kind of bloated, if you're drinking sodas or carbonated drinks, you might want to bloat, and then that's going to push up on your diaphragm, and then we don't want that. So lots of colors and plenty of water, and then avoiding your trigger foods because we don't want you to bloat. We also want you to eat in small portions. If it's going to be a particularly festive meal and you're concerned that you might overeat, I like to suggest that people kind of pre-satisfy the palate. So you kind of eat those salady kinds of things so you get your colors in early, and then maybe once the main course comes, then you're not going to have as much room to put in too much of the other foods, and then that's kind of a nice little strategy. I talk about that in another video. And then what else would I want to suggest? Oh yes, I would want to suggest to you that to avoid refined sugars. Refined sugar is not your friend. So not only from, say, a weight gain perspective, because studies have shown, I think, that people gain about half the weight that they would gain in a year through this holiday 6-week season. So we want to, particularly depending on your diagnosis, you're going to want to watch how much you're eating so as to not exacerbate your disease state. All right, so we've had plenty of water, and we've had lots of colors, and we're avoiding refined sugars, and we're keeping our portion sizes small. And so those are pretty good tips. I think that's plenty in this video. So that I hope that you have found those reminders helpful, and I hope that you also find yourself breathing better through your holidays.